Here we go. Oh, I wanna hear Japanese.
You big enough for this?
Yeah. I need to see how long I can stay up.
That sounds like a solid idea.
Oh, so don't.
Okay, I'll just
Don't
try
scream.
not to talk
Try your
much.
hardest not to scream.
I am a jukebox. Oh my gosh, we lost our chat. I am a jukebox full of surprises. Angie loves that about me. Angie loves me so much. She's so sweet.
Do you think the people watching will remember your Link's Awakening race?
I don't know. Maybe we should cut a real good promo package before lining it up. So we played a Link's Awakening on. When was it? 2 days back?
I don't.
Time has distorted.
You know, time is very distorted. It's like 2 o'clock in the morning almost. It is exactly like 2 o'clock in the morning.
And we started playing Link's Awakening around 2 o'clock in the
my
morning,
gosh.
right? I'm kind of blanking.
It was like around 1 a.m., 1:30 or something. It was slotted for 1 a.m. and
Okay.
I don't know
pushed
what.
it a little. Some Skyward Sword pushed it a little.
Yeah. Yeah, it was probably about 2 a.m. around the time we started or something.
That was a fun race.
It was.
I had a good time playing that.
There was a lot of hype in that because
Yeah.
like we were doing our practice runs and we had already gotten under 2 hours, which was faster than Mossies and Mosley have ever ran the game.
Yeah, and we were literally within a minute of one another
we
for
were
personal bests.
Yeah,
which is
our personal bests were right neck and neck.
Incredible. And I need to watch it back. I started watching a little bit of it and I started falling asleep. Not because it wasn't exciting, but because I was incredibly
because
tired.
it was going on 4 a.m.
Yeah.
Yes.
Just running through it, you know.
I remember I walked upstairs after we got done with our race, and I was like, it's a little bit bright outside for the middle of the night, and then I realized it was 5 a.m., and I'm like, how did this happen?
I did the same exact thing. I think I stayed up for a little. I watched some Oracles as well.
I did.
I
stayed up for a little bit.
Mossie's
wanted me to stay up for a while, and I couldn't do it. I was so tired, but like Link,
that race was great.
It was a really good race.
What was the difference in time?
The difference in time was, I believe I got 1:39.
I don't know.
And change.
I don't know how the heck you got such a good time. Which was like what 7 or 8 minutes better than your previous personal best.
What's ridiculous is I don't understand where the time. I need to watch it and see where the time saves are, because I don't understand how that time was made up.
I don't.
Coming from me who played the game.
Yeah, I don't either. What?
Did it feel like your other runs?
It felt just like my other runs. Yeah.
Like as I was playing through mine, I wasn't really watching Kevin. Link's Awakening is such a fast-paced game.
Yeah.
That you can't really take your eyes off of it and
You
look at somebody else's game. You can't forget
the
anything.
honeycomb.
You can't forget the honeycomb. Yeah, there goes my
that
was my 2 minutes. Actually, it didn't kill that much time because I was able to warp back to the prairie and then just come back to Animal Village
but still,
with the honeycomb. But
you know, it's within within minutes.
Yeah, that's the difference.
Yeah, those kinds of races are just. It's literally a battle of inches.
Yes.
And I think that's the first race that we've had, well, at least this year, that's been literally within it's the shortest
minutes.
Gap of time that we've had between like a start and a completion, or rather the first finish, second finish.
Like how did your time compare to your average time?
My personal best time in practice was 1:45 and change, and I ended up with 1:47. So it was my second best time that I've ever gotten. So I'm very happy with it.
That's great.
No, that was an incredibly good time.
Yeah.
But if you cut out the honeycomb thing, you saved that 30 seconds.
Yeah.
You know. Still incredibly good time.
Absolutely.
What time saves could you have made in that run?
I can't think of anything.
Yeah.
I was going
optimization, the overworld.
Maybe just slightly, but as I was going through the game, I'm just subconsciously thinking, this is a very good run.
Yeah.
I'm having such a great run. I don't know how Kevin is so far ahead of me.
There was a point where
I don't get it.
Just I veered right off. I forget where it was, Angler's Tunnel.
Yeah,
I
think so.
Catfish Maw.
Yeah,
Catfish Maw, I remember being a good chunk of change ahead.
Yeah. Like, I was still in Angler's Tunnel while you were in Catfish's Maw, and I was like, how is this possible?
Angler's Tunnel is very short, though, in the beginning. Yeah. And I played very safe with my arrows. I didn't waste any. Yeah. I was very scared that I was going to end up at Death Eye.
I was
with
hoping
less arrows and have to go back to the shop and buy some arrows.
I was hoping you were. That was my last strategy.
Yeah.
But
then you were like, "Oh, good, no, I still have my last strategy."
I have 27 arrows,
28 arrows, and it's like it's just,
there goes that.
It's over. Cue it up. Your Death Eye fight was exceptionally good. The Ganon bit where you were using Pegasus boots to dash into him, I never ever get, like, because you don't dodge anything. I just sat there and I just took punishment, just storming right into him. And I don't know if you just had the timing with it right, but every time you would shoot back, you dodged a bat. It was incredible.
Yeah. Okay.
And
so
you never got bumped off Ganon. It was great.
I think I took a hit or two during that, but
I almost died against that.
But there was no timing involved or anything. I mean, whatever. But all I did was just kind of inch myself a little bit forward each time I bounced back. So I mean, maybe that helped.
Yeah. And the variations. Maybe talk a little bit about the variations of our runs. Not as critical as I thought in the beginning. I think the one difference that we had was way in the beginning with the Moblin hop skip, whatever. I don't know what the heck it's called.
Right.
Taking that arrow to hop over that one small gap
to get tailgate
incredibly
early.
I goofed like 3. It's tough because you're relying on that Moblin or that Blastoise
so you ended up
that area.
You ended up doing that. I went the normal route by not doing any skips and getting that key the normal way, and I ended up in the tail cave before you.
Yes. And then it was close. It was within you had like a couple screens on me.
Yeah.
And I had nothing extra. That's the thing with Link's Awakening, is that it's never a game where it's like, oh, well, Blake did this part, but Kevin has like 5 extra arrows, or and even if you do, it becomes negligible because you get like a 10 arrow pickup in such and such dungeon, or you get extra hearts, or you get a fairy, and it ends up saving you, or you find bombs to pick up.
Right.
Alright guys, we are ready to go as soon as you guys are.
Okay, let's
we're getting booted.
Yeah,
we're getting the red light.
Let's bump it over to A Link Between Worlds.
All right.
Blake, heck of a race, man.
Awesome, Kevin. Awesome. I had an absolute pleasure
next
racing
year
with you.
Best of 5 series.
I don't know about Link's Awakening, but maybe we can find another game that we can play together.
Sounds good to me.
That'd be
Zelda
great.
2.
Zelda 2. Let's
Zelda
do
2
this.
next year.
I will teach you Zelda 2.
I like that.
All right, we're out.
I will never play Zelda 2.